You come to the right place.
Yeah.
East Harlem, a vibrant place of music halls and genuine people. Its residents make a living in the construction or service industries, like John Moore, owner of 125th Street Pizza, or the two anonymous residents we spoke to. Shop-lined streets support apartments above. In El Barrio, as locals call it, elderly men chat, groups of kids roam, couples push strollers. A great diversity of family types is evident.
But the neighborhood lacks the programmatic diversity of Harlem's identity. Existing programs are isolated and scattered. A hybrid approach is needed to help El Barrio and other NICO houses to regain its identity. On a broader scale, Harlem struggles with incomes and unemployment. 1 out of 10 adults are unemployed, and residents spend over a third of their income on rent. 2 out of 5 adults have college degrees, while 1 out of 5 lack a high school diploma. Young professionals have limited access to professional development beyond retail. Many of these locals live in NICO's subsidized housing. Our Wagner Houses site shows how disinvestment in public housing has led to crumbling infrastructure and unreliable service. As we approached Wagner, we left the urban fabric. The dense frontage faded into an archipelago of isolated towers of infinite brick and small and windows, indicative of a vertical slum. The existing layout prioritizes efficiency over humanity. Each apartment unit is too small for the often 3-generation families crammed in them. Their tiny bedrooms lack sunlight and balconies. Narrow corridors of yellow tile and trash evoke a prison institutionalization. In the darkness, we were cold, disconnected. These compounding problems create a cycle of dependency. The site hurts health, social life, mentalities, while limited job options stop people from building wealth to escape.
They do not remove them. There's water leaks, there's floods, there's total disintegration of
no light and gas.
no lack of service.
Our change starts with engaging youth in civic action, while teaching job skills and collective power. The new Wagner houses establish a hybridity that raises awareness of these systemic challenges. The industrial and domestic realms integrate in experimental live work-learn co-ops. This solves isolation, unemployment and unaffordable housing, while allowing residents to earn a wage by building their collective homes. Our analysis combined some Harlem functions like carpentry, art, textiles, and crafting, with its flair for music, fashion, and nightlife. Through these frameworks, we aim to end the isolation of the ground space through the residents of NICO and beyond. First, a bridging system solves the tower's isolation and lack of services. Modernist orthogonality is broken by its angular form. Workspaces provide areas of production for residents. Adjacent institutions offer experimental training. Students become self-sustaining as they learn new construction methods and practice transforming in their apartments. Shops pull visitors through the new ecosystem of consumers, sellers, teachers and trainees to the world. Framed beneath the bridges, wild grass courtyards provide rest and play. Next, the towers extend vertically and horizontally to prevent displacement and hybrid functions that alter floors. The old construction system and existing materiality are maintained, as sun-oriented patios expand the floors, adding light and views, and escape the dense column grid. Instead of small, dark corridors, the new open-air atrium carves out the stuffy core, passively vents, and creates a breezy, bright center. In lieu of the traditional circulation system, playful circulation increases accidental chats between new neighbors. Cascading voids interweave functions within one floor, while keeping the programs coherent. Singular units are transformed into corrective shared living, becoming larger, more luxurious programs. Our 2 shared unit types are the 3-family and the dorms for 10 individuals. Integrated shared office types are split into the south, sun-facing kitchens, and the customizable workspace on the northeast and west faces. Meanwhile, lowest floors contain necessary functions like laundry and canteens. Bedrooms and living rooms face outside, and offices face inside, enhancing the collective and co-working atmosphere. Every building is linked by a large network of spaces that carry different types of large workshops. This experimental living will group age and background adjacent residents. Together, the plans create 4-floor village nexus of duplexes. Each emphasize collectivized hybridation, like co-living at home, neighborhood kitchens, and co-working. The plan emphasizes collectivity for all in the site. This collective living is a welcome departure from the small old age unit dwellings. Multiple stairs and elevators access alternating open mezzanines. As you leave your unit, you look into kitchens and in-home office rooms, and see others in the shops below. Our units feature individual, modest-sized bedrooms. The bedrooms are realigned and grouped, forming a collective welcoming suite. Double-height winter gardens tie two floor programs together. This channels light into the apartments and provides another layer linking outdoor and indoor space. Life's daily dance is reoriented, causing sporadic intersections of people throughout their homes. For example, meeting another resident at the shared clothes closet, or by the sink and pool baths, or walking out of your unit through shared offices. These hybrid co-work spaces in the units are large enough for residents of different professions to share. The kitchen has become increasingly important in recent decades. It always has a role as a place of father or spare with others. Our kitchens are reorganized into the ultimate event and sparing-oriented space. It is centers on a massive dining table. Cooking stations, storage, and vegetable walls wrap the grand table layer by layer. Whether cooking for one or baking for many, experts and amateurs cross paths. Here you party, here you cook across from others, here you exchange cultural recipes, talk in the gardens, and enjoy feasts and new connections. Office space cascading with living units provides work opportunities and a professional atmosphere. It creates affordable space for handicrafts. Here, residents can start their business and express their full creativity. Additionally, the open atrium allows for passive ventilation, while enclosed spaces are easier to cool. Angled glass facades juxtaposed by reused bricks further create an ethereal materiality. The project phases begins with the construction of the bridging. Its didactic, lightweight dual truss system is supported by exposed I-beams and anchors into the tower's rigid concrete structure. Metal decking provide sturdy floors for program and stormwater green roofs. New walls and balconies use steel frames with finishes, and are bolted into the existing slabs. This also eliminates the former rotten wooden frames. Existing brick is reused where the existing walls remain, a solemn memory of the old Wagner. Throughout construction, residents will be employed, providing wages, training, and character to the site.
The spatial quality of the neighborhoods are improved by the interior changes. The new reputation is mitigated by the complexity of the design, establishing a grand urban village. In aggregate, this typological collection raises residents' mental and emotional states by generating new moments of meeting and celebration, exchanging typology of isolation for a lively experience of shared existence that will spread to other natural projects throughout the city.
Children play, lecture ensue, adults relax on lunch breaks after working and learning. Shoppers near and far buy local in the breeze. Bridging towers, bridging Harlem.